Get on the train before it leaves the station. The truth train is coming, gonna run them down, run them down.
Hello everybody, how you doing? I just wanted to take a second and talk about some things. Obviously, what we're looking at, in the next year or so, and some things for people to be watching out for. Also, first of all, I'd like to start out for anyone who's a patron of me on Patreon. You can go over there right now and check out something specifically for you guys. So go over and check that out. But mainly what I wanted to talk about tonight is, obviously we have Stephen Avery, and Kathleen Zellner in his current appeal that has just been filed. The motion has just been filed, and we will be getting a response from the state, and then most likely a reply from Zellner to that, because she usually always does reply, so I assume she will here. So we have that's going to be going on over the next 4 to 6 months, and then after that there may be some oral arguments, which may happen another 3 to 4 months after that or whatever. So the whole Stephen Avery thing is going to be happening over the next year as well in the appellate court. We have Brendan, who it's something of a long shot, but he may be granted some clemency by the governor's office. So there's that we're potentially looking at here in the future. That's a possibility. So there's that we'll be monitoring. And the next thing, and the other thing I wanted to kind of give you guys, I wanted to ask everybody to really look at. You hear the truth train? Anyway, for everybody to really look at is this upcoming docudrama that's being made by David Starr about the Michael Funk case over Eagle Nation Cycles. I know some of you have seen, the videos that I've done about that. I encourage people to, at least become fundamentally aware of it, because this docudrama is going to be very interesting. And I think it's in the interest of Avery and Dassey supporters to help support it, make it a big deal, give it, share it around, talk about it, so that there's a bit of a buzz around it, so that when it eventually is released, it will be seen by a lot of people. That's what we want. And the more people, that go, wait, where's this again? Oh my God, we're back in Wisconsin again? And that's the kind of reaction, that's the thing we want, really. And that's something that this can bring. It's what motivated me to cover Michael Funk and the Eagle Nation thing in the first place, is because it was just it seemed so wrong, and just everything about it was just so wonky, to use Brendan's term. And so I think everybody, I understand you guys don't want to go digging into the documents, you don't want to get highly emotionally invested, but if you are invested in Avery Dassey, I think it's in their best interest that we try to help, make some, awareness about this upcoming docudrama, because I think this docudrama is going to be powerful, and it's going to really, really shake some people's confidence in the officers that respond to hostage situations. So that's what this particular film will deal with. The Michael Funk, the business owner who was taken hostage in a hostage situation on December 5th of 2015, and he had managed to escape the shop and into the back alley, and he ended up being shot down by police mistakenly, because the officer who shot first said that he believed he was the shooter. So that's the basics of what happened in this case. It's unfortunate, but there's a lot of wrinkles that go along with it. There's the fact that the hostages and the victims of this case, as tragic as it was for them, were not given or offered any kind of help in terms of psychological, emotional, anything. They were really just left raw after their friend was killed that way, inadvertently or not, by a Neenah PD officer, and so they were just left to stew and everything, while the city of Neenah, rubs salt in the wounds by handing out awards to all the officers who basically botched it and killed the hostage, and they're handing out awards for it. So that was a bit of salt in the wound for the hostages and the victims of this crime, and so that's why the story is going to be told. And I just want to say that again for Avery Dassey supporters. It really is, I think, a big deal for us to pay attention to this upcoming docudrama, because it is going to be interesting, and it will hopefully once again, along with the upcoming Convicting a Murderer, all these things are going to continue to bring the spotlight right back to Wisconsin. Because no matter what, convicting a murderer, isn't going to be able. That documentary is going to be constrained to the facts as well, right? So it's not like they're going to be able to point at anything definitive like they may have thought when they started. So that basically is just going to be another show that's going to bring people's focus right back to Wisconsin. And hopefully, if we have the $50 million bullet going, hopefully just a few months, it would be literally maybe somewhere between 4 to 6 months after Convicting a Murderer, because Sean Reck is projecting like a July or August release on Convicting a Murderer. So David Starr is predicting or projecting a early December release of this docudrama, The $50 Million Bullet. So everybody that is in the area there, and if you feel this case and you feel for Michael Funk and the people at Eagle Nation Psychos, head down there on November 18th of this month. Head down there. They're looking for extras. They even, I think, have a couple roles still to fill. So if there's any of you out there who have done some acting, and think you might be able to fill one of the roles, let us know. Go down there on the November 18th, and if nothing else, they need extras for when they film next summer, so you can get involved in being part of that potentially. So show up there, show the support. Thank you so much. This is I think a big part of creating more awareness of not just for Stephen and Brendan, but also for other tragic cases in the area. But I think collectively it helps bring that white hot spotlight down on this area of Wisconsin. Because literally, folks, when I was in Wisconsin this year, it took me an hour to drive to Neenah and an hour to drive back to Manitowoc. They are an hour apart. They're that close together. So Calumet is basically in between them, closer to Manitowoc, but in between them. So that is what we're looking at. If we bring more attention to this, and how there seems to be this really wonky stuff, as Brendan would say, going on in this particular area of Wisconsin, and it just seems to be happening no problem with nobody giving a crud. Again, a police agency or a law enforcement agency getting in the media and telling a lie to color the public opinion. A lot of stuff. Really a lot of stuff. And so I think I want to just, again, urge all Avery Dassey supporters, even if you don't end up following this case intensely, just keep your eye out for this docudrama that's on the horizon. When you see folks tweeting about it or posting about it on Facebook, give it a like, give it a support it, and help create that chatter about it, so that it will hopefully be seen by as many people as possible. And as I said, in that process, I believe we help Stephen and Brendan and create more awareness for them. Because trust me, when I'm talking about Michael Funk, I am often mentioning Stephen and Brendan alongside. So I think it's important for them to work together. So I think hopefully everybody will see the merit in what I'm saying, in that it's important, I think, to support both of these projects, or to support both of these causes, I should say. Sorry. So that's mainly it. I just wanted to go ahead and share those thoughts with everybody tonight. I will be working with Travis tomorrow. He has promised me that him and I will be able to get together tomorrow with Julie and Pom Pom, and we will be able to finish the content for the slideshow, and we will then be able to do our video about it soon after that, just as soon as Miss Pom Pom gets herself a chance to go ahead and create the slideshow. So that is where we currently are. So interesting things on the horizon. Please keep your eyes out for that. The video with Travis and I, about the comprehensive video about the motion with Travis and I, is coming very soon. We haven't forgotten. So, you know, just keep your eyes out in the next maybe a couple days to a week that is coming. Okay, because I got Travis today. He said tomorrow we're going to get it done. Boom, boom, boom. All right? Along with the things that I've mentioned tonight, we can also obviously look forward to more brilliant compositions by Stacy Seabrook and Brendan Maddox, who are both ardent Avery Dassey supporters. So their music is quite interesting. You know, Stacy Seabrook has been writing these Making a Murderer songs. He's been writing about making a murderer, and man, he has the knowledge. He's done the research, and it comes out in his lyrics. It's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. And on the way out here, I'm gonna put one of his songs on for everybody. Go over and check out Stacy's channel. Go over and check out Brandon Maddox's channel, playing hooky songs at YouTube, basically. So check them out. Go check those both out. Keep your eye on the horizon, because there's always plenty of stuff to look forward to. And like I say, I don't just in a small way look forward to songs from these two gentlemen. I really look forward to this. It's just the music is just another part of all of this. It's something for everybody to also look forward to in the midst of all these things. And so there's plenty of stuff to look forward to, folks. Don't get discouraged. Always remember that. Don't get discouraged. You know, it's maybe not going to be an overnight fight, but that's why you got folks like me and TikTok Man Talk, 7 Pairs of Panties, Seeking Truth for Good, and just countless others over on Reddit and countless others over on YouTube who are constantly digging into this stuff so that you all can just tune in for a few videos and kind of get up to speed without having to do all that research yourself. We're happy to do it. We're happy to do it, and we're happy to do it for other people who might be otherwise too busy to do it for themselves, or just have more going on than, you know, that they just can't take the time to sit down and read documents for hours. We're here and we're happy to do it. And like I said, people, don't get discouraged, because there's plenty of stuff to look forward to. There's obviously the proceedings that are going to happen here in Stephen Avery's appeal, which are going to kind of stretch out most likely over the next year. We got the $50 million bullet, which is going to be getting filmed over the next year, and it's going to be coming out in December of 2020. There's just going to be a lot of interesting stuff moving into 2020. So like I said, don't get discouraged, folks. There's plenty to look forward to. And like I said, just one more time, please try to support the $50 million bullet, the project by David Starr over at Tickle Films. And like I said, I think this brings a further spotlight to this area of Wisconsin, and will only help to strengthen the support for Stephen and Brendan. So please, folks, consider putting some of your support behind the movie, behind the docudrama, The $50 Million Bullet. All right, that's about it for tonight, folks. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe. And here is Stacy Seabrook.
They say you can trust us, oh, but they use the badge for an illusion of justice. Oh, they say you can trust us, oh, but they use the flag for an illusion of justice. It's indefensible. Oh, now what they did, convict an innocent man twice with a 16-year-old kid. Yes, we can turn away, pretending all the pieces fit. Oh, but if we turn away, we let them get away with it. Oh, they say you can trust us. Oh, but they use the badge for an illusion of justice. Oh, they say you can trust us. Oh, but they use the flag for an illusion of justice. Of justice. We need a wrecking crew to tear this whole case down. Oh, did you hear the news? There's a new sheriff in town. Not the knee touching one, not the one supposed